Welcome to Explore the Edit. What is Explore the Edit? Well, let me start with a little bit of history of what I do every day. Last year, from January 1st to March 22nd, I created a video every day that was a minute or less from January 1st to March 22nd. I started it again this year, January 1st. It is now the end of January, and I've done it every day again, 60 seconds or less. Why 60 seconds or less? Because 60 seconds or less will help it fit on every social media platform out there except for Snapchat, because I don't Snapchat. My social media details are below, but primarily YouTube pushes it to everything, and then I additionally post it to LinkedIn. So the reason that I do that is just to keep my editing skill sharp, because what I do daily, I don't get to edit every day. So this is one way that I can do it. This isn't the rig that I edit it all on. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to, but typically it's just my MacBook Pro. And I'm sitting on my couch at home doing it right as my kids are going to bed every night, and sometimes well after they've gone to bed, depending what I use for transitions, how I do for color correction, how picky I get. What happens though is I showed one video to a person who also does editing, and there's some things in there and I go, how the heck did you do that? Like many of you, I'm self-taught on Prermiere Pro, and I'm constantly looking on YouTube for tips and tricks and little secrets on how to do it. Because back in the old days, when you were self-taught, it meant reading books, and a lot of people picked it up. Now if you want to learn something, you just look it up on YouTube and bam, you got it, right? So I'm going to look at certain videos over the days, and we're going to explore the edit. Explore the edit. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at it. But how do I create these videos? Let's take a quick look at that. I use a GoPro 5 and a GoPro 7, which is right here recording me over here. I also use an iPhone 6 that I use on, and an iPhone X. They both get sometimes used on a DJI Osmo 2, as well as the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV. Primarily, everything I shoot is at least 4K resolution, or is easily upscaled to it to make it that. I also shoot my drone footage on a Mavic Pro 2. We'll go way back in a couple of videos to look at some of the time stretching exercises that I do. They're called rebounds, or they call them boomerangs. We'll look at those a little bit later. But first, let's look at January 25th's video. There's a whole bunch of stuff to digest in that video. I'm going to look at one simple little thing that I did in that video that made somebody go, how did you do that? And I'm going to show you exactly what it was. We're going to look at this one part of the video, and this is the part of the video we're going to look at. In that part of the video, you will notice that the player speeds up and slows down. That was shot on my iPhone X, and all of that video is right there. It was also synced to the music, which is really part of the emphasis of that. So it's really simple what I did to speed that up and slow it down. Just going to expand it here so you can take a look. You'll see that's in here. We have the original source video, and you can see that they're two smaller clips with each other. Let's blow them up so they're easier to see, which is also the part of the valuable part. When I play them together, you can see the flickering of the light with them. You can see how slow the player is going. And when I first played it back with music, I went, I want to have this player speed up to match the beat. The original edit had it that he didn't. And I had to pick that point where it made the most logical sense. Because see, I'm going to go right to where the player is now. Now the original video, they're at regular speed, the light's not flickering. So I have to match those. So the easiest way to do that was to go into this, change the opacity down to 50% or so, and you can see how they blend and they become a ghosted image on top of it. Well, I wanted to do it right there. Put a marker on the original frame. Then I will go into the sped up version. Make it visible again. And actually can even get rid of it. Highlight it, bring the marker, align the markers. You have to remember, I'm doing this so fast sometimes, I don't even know how I'm doing it. So at this point, I also have to cut this. As soon as I know that they match, and you'll see the ghosting. So what I do there is that I cut, because they are matched, get rid of it, go like this, change the opacity back to 100, and you will see a little bit of a snafu because I put a keyframe in there. You'll watch the flickering, the flickering, the flickering, the flickering, boom, goes back to the original spot, and it matched the music. It wasn't that long to do. It was also kind of knowing that I had two versions of it, because when it actually came off the camera, Premiere Pro didn't want to import it properly, or I'm missing something in the import features to do this. So this is one quick way just to add that one little special effect of using slow-mo to fast-mo. If you go back through all those videos, you'll notice that I use time-lapse, I use motion-lapse, I use a lot of time manipulation in these videos. This is one way to combine two of those to add special effects. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Enjoy the daily videos. Glad you could look and help me explore the edit.